adjacent to the house in question burning, but it is fully ignited now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, Megan, we're still here with Bob Card from the San Diego Air Pollution and Control District, and Bob is telling me that this is looking exactly like they had planned, right, Bob?
Yes, at first you saw the smoke drift off just a little bit to the east, closer to ground level, but as the fire is heated up, you can see a smoke column rising well into the air, which is what we had hoped for and predicted with this weather. Smoke doesn't look much different than any other residential fire or building fire, structural fire. So things are looking good. I like the way it's going up, and looks successful, hot fire.
Are we going to see any flames from this vantage point right here? I mean, they are intending to burn the house to the ground, correct?
Well, you may see some flames. I just have no idea because we're so remote from the site that I can't tell how far the trees are above our line of sight, whether to obscure flames or not.
Stand by. Megan, our anchor, has a question for you, Megan.
Alicia, you said that they're planning on burning it down to the ground. I'm sorry, Nita, my apologies. We just had a guest on named Alicia, and so I'm messing up your name today. But the plan is to burn it down to the ground. How many fire teams are on standby? At what point do they rush in to take care of the mess?
Oh, yeah, they have plenty of fire teams on standby, right, Bob? I mean, I think there are many different agencies here. A lot of preparation went into this in case something goes awry with the flames.
There are 40 to 50 agencies involved, the fire response teams, Sheriff's Department, CHP, police, all that are involved. And they've got their bases covered from what I understand. I have full confidence, this is going to go well.
Not to mention that authorities have built the 16-foot-high wall in back of the house to protect the other house from radiant heat.
Correct. A 16-foot-high wall. I was told it was double sheetrocked as well as gelled to prevent radiation, heat radiation. And as you can see right now, the plume is rising up and bending over toward the east. It's perfect.
Are we expecting an
Megan?
explosion or just a steady burn? I mean, how do they know that the explosives inside are not going to do what they were meant to do?
Well, they're hoping that we don't have an explosion. Of course, they don't really know because they've never done anything quite like this before. But what they're hoping is that because this fire is going to burn so hot, a normal house fire would burn at 1,600 degrees. This is burning at 1,800 degrees. And what they're hoping is the fire will get to these chemical agents so quickly and actually have an implosion before these chemical agents, the grenades, all of the things we've talked about have a chance to explode. That's the hope, that within 30 minutes, because this fire is burning so hot, these chemical agents will be incinerated. And again, they said we may hear some small explosions, but they're hoping for nothing too large.
Anita, what did they do to prepare the house on the interior or the exterior before today?
Right. Bob, in preparing the house for this fire, didn't they put some fire retardant gel on the other houses? But what did they do to prepare this house in addition to cutting holes in the ceiling?
Well, that's probably a question better answered by the fire department, but they did in fact ventilate the roof in a couple of places from my understanding of it, as well as open doors and windows so you get good airflow, meaning good oxygen. You just heard some minor explosions. That's not unexpected, and this looks to be going very well, quite frankly.
And the other houses, they certainly put a lot of fire retardant gel on the other houses around this house.
They do, and from my understanding as well, the fire agencies are at hand to try and save structures if that's possible. This is a very hazardous area. Like I said, they're all doing a great job out there.
And Megan, we did just hear a pop about a minute ago, which is exactly what officials here expected to hear, some small pops like that. But we're here to see if there's anything louder and larger going on.
Anita, you said that they don't know exactly what this homeowner planned on doing. What do they know about him?
Well, we know a little bit about him. He was an unemployed software consultant. He'd been out of work for about 3 years. And we understand from some statements that his wife gave to authorities that he was very upset and very disgruntled about being out of work for so long. Now, as far as what he was going to do with these explosives, we really don't have any idea. I can tell you that he has also been indicted on 3 federal charges of robbing banks in the area and accused of a 4th also. So there is that. But as far as what exactly he was going to do with these very dangerous chemicals and explosives that others have used to try to bring airliners down, Megan, we just don't know. The motive here with these explosives at this point is unclear.
Wow, I mean, you can imagine how much damage he could have done given the amount of explosives.
He could have taken out this Sure. Authorities here say he certainly could have taken out this entire neighborhood if he wanted to.
Wow. Stand by, Anita, because we've got Trace Gallagher watching this as well from the West Coast Bureau headquarters. And Trace, this guy sounds like he was in a lot of trouble with the law and not a happy camper. He's behind bars today. And there we see another explosion in the front of the house.
And look at this, Megan, as you watch the smoke come up here, I want to give you the big picture because as, you know, Anita's down on the ground, you get these aerial views. This, by the way, is in Escondido, which is about 20 miles northeast of San Diego. And if you pulled out on this, you would see that nearby Interstate 15, which is one of the main arteries that runs through San Diego, it goes out to Las Vegas, for those who don't know, and into downtown San Diego. It's shut down. They've got it all shut down. Traffic is backed up for miles. This house could burn for the next hour and 15 to 20 minutes before they figure they're going to open this freeway, that it's safe enough because of all the chemicals, the PETN that you mentioned, that the shoe bomber used, are safe enough they can actually let traffic go by. On top of that, you've got 60 other homes in the area that have been evacuated. So right now, the entire North County of San Diego has come to a standstill while they sit and they watch this thing burn. And they've got to wait until the environmentalists and the authorities come out and give the all clear before they can wave the green flag saying, okay, let's open the city back up, let people go back home, and let traffic continue as it was.